All right, guys, what's up? It's Jack, and welcome back to another video. So we have ourselves a new Splitgate survey here. So we're going to go through this step by step and answer it. And I've looked at the first page, and I guess this is supposed to be a longer one according to the new weekly that they've had here, which is where I found the link. I'll also be putting a link in the description below for those of you guys that want it. So yeah, apparently this is a bigger one, so I figured we might as well do this in real time and post it up and kind of move from there. And I will be covering everything what was discussed here in the next video. Can't do it on this video because it would just be way too long. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what is my in-game username? Mr. Schmiley33. So we're gonna go there, and I play it on PC, Steam, my age. And let's see, North America. What is your average rank? I usually don't, so I'm going to pick that one. Warzone. Heard of it? Yeah, not interested in that. Black Ops Modern Warfare. Used to play it. Fortnite. Don't really play it, so I won't even count that. Valorant, very little, so I'll just put it over here as I never played it because that's how little I've done it. Used to play it. I played some Overwatch, yes. Finals. Heard of it, never played. PUBG, never played. Apex Legends. Played so little, it might as well be this one. Rainbow Six Siege, nope. Deadlock, nope. Counter-Strike 2, nope. Marvel Rivals, nope. Delta Force, nope. All right. So, yeah, if I've played it like so little, like within 20 to 30 minutes, it might as well just be like I've never played it. So, used to play it sounds like you've done it frequently. So yeah. All right, here we go. Where do you go to find news about Splitgate 2? Discord, Reddit, X, Twitter. Yep, that's the one I go here. Sometimes I'll find something on Reddit if they officially post something, but not very often. YouTube, of course, and that is pretty much it. All right, let's go on to the next one. What have we got for the next one? Here we go. Content and features. How likely are you to engage Splitgate 2 if devs share regular patch notes, roadmaps, and listening community feedback? Very likely, of course. How likely are you to engage in Splitgate 2 if there was a career level up even outside of ranked? Very likely. Even though it doesn't matter, it's still very likely, that much more. How likely are you engaged in Splitgate 2 if weapon/armor cosmetics were tied to skill achievements rather than just paid battle passes? Very likely. How likely are you to play if a no portals playlist existed for casual players who dislike heavy portal play? Very likely. I'm dealing with portals just fine. Just go to my live tab and you can see for yourself. But I do believe that this game can play extremely well without portals as well, both casually and competitively. How likely are you to prefer casual playlists where portal usage is limited, such as a recharge system? Ooh. Yeah, this is still very likely to me. I really do like, well, I really do like the fact that, obviously you could use portals at any time, but at the same time, there's also they can definitely be abused and over abused. But the number of players that are capable of doing that are not many when you consider the entire population, though, even on the law of averages in a game that doesn't have the kind of player count, that most games do, like this one being significantly lower than most games, at least for now. Fingers crossed. But all right, how likely are you to play Splitgate 2 if the portal mechanics remain the same? No cooldowns? Again, very likely, because, again, I still love the game and its mechanics. And what I love most about the mechanics in this game is the movements and the combination of movements that this game allows you to do, along with the gunplay, the maps. That's the main meat and potatoes for me with Splitgate. It's not even the portals, believe it or not. So, and this is a first-person shooter before anything else, right? And the devs even said that Portal's supposed to be like 10% of this game, so they've certainly succeeded in that. But anyway, let's keep going. How likely are you to support a ranked mode that mimics the casual arena mode and a more competitive ranked mode? Wait, let me read this again. How likely are you to support a ranked mode that mimics the casual arena mode and a more competitive ranked mode with unique rules such as no shotgun, unlimited portals, etc.? I mean, if they see, This is interesting. So, as a person who doesn't really, mostly play ranked, I'm going to be neutral on this because they could succeed either way, but they have to be done right. Whether you go this direction or whether you go in a different direction, I'm gonna remain neutral to see how it plays out. How likely are you to play ranked competitive modes if they feature placement matches and tighter skill-based matchmaking? Very likely, because if I suck, I'm gonna play with people that suck as much as I do, et cetera, et cetera. And as I get better, I'm gonna be playing with people that are at my skill level. So this makes sense. Placement matches, when I played Halo Infinite ranked, which is the only reason I played it was because of the BR starts. So, and that's all I played in Infinite for like 2 years, maybe more. Other than that, I really don't play ranked in modes, but yeah, very likely, because this keeps things tighter. They need to be tighter in ranked, yes. How likely are you to play Splitgate 2 if new maps introduce more advanced portal opportunities, longer sightlines, multiple portals? I'm going to be neutral because it really depends on how it's implemented. If it's too chaotic to where people can literally be all over the place at any given point in time, and it just takes too much away from the movement and the gunfights and all that kind of stuff, which is part of what makes this game unique, along with everything else. I mean, if it becomes more about portal play, if it turns it on its head to where it's like 90% portals and like 10% gunplay and gunfights and movement mechanics, then I would say not at all likely. So for now, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna remain neutral, because I am open-minded enough to see. It really depends on how they implement it. If they fuck it up, not at all likely would be my answer. If they do it right, I could go likely or very likely. It really depends how good they do it. So, how likely are you to engage in Splitgate 2 if new maps are released one every 2 months? Very likely. How likely are you to play Splitgate 2 if weapon balance is updated monthly based on community feedback and pro play data? Again, very likely. There's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Next. Let's see. How likely are you to participate in rotating arcade limited time modes each week? It depends on the mode. So I'm going to say neutral because I really don't participate in those very much unless I see something I like. Word has it that free-for-all is coming, and I'm going to tell you where I got that information in a second. Actually, I'll show you right here. So this is the Splitgate. Actually, no, it's not there. It's on Twitter, if I can find it. So I'm going to remain neutral because it depends on the mode. I usually just play Team Deathmatch. If a free-for-all were to be introduced and a no portals mode were to be introduced, I would definitely be more towards this. But since they're rotating and, they come in and out, sometimes I might find something interesting, sometimes not. I'll just remain neutral. How likely are you to create /share custom maps or modes in the map editor if the map editor is improved and easy to use? Not at all likely, because I'm not a map creator. I would really have to be in the mood for something like that, and I just feel like grinding the game. I want to vote very likely because I know this will up the chances for things to come to fruition for the map editors. But if you look at the map editor, though, it's made for people that are just into building maps. I think naturally, for most people that are into that sort of thing, at least a little bit, they're very likely to pick this answer here. But me, I'm not into a map editor mode, so this, for me personally, it's not at all likely. So, but they say create /share. Yeah, I'm just gonna say not at all likely, even though I want to vote here to help out the map editors, but this is specifically for me, so I gotta, I am just one vote after all. So, how likely are you to participate in in-game community events, double XP weekends, custom map competitions? It depends on the event. If the event is making me play a game mode that I don't like, then I'm not going to do it. Double XP weekends, I mean, sure. Again, it depends. Custom map competitions, again, not into that, so I wouldn't do it. So I'm going to say neutral on that. It could go either way depending on what that event is. If it's something like, you know, damage or something like that, if they were to have a damage competition, wham bam, I'm clicking this. But if it's something like a battle royale event, I'm clicking this for sure. So I'm going to be neutral. How likely are you to try Splitgate 2 after the relaunch at this time? Very likely. I'm pretty much waiting for it. Do I have any specific feedback or ideas to share? Obviously, I do, but that's what videos are for. So most of the people that are going to be filling these out are not going to be content creators. And I already have access to one of the devs. And I do know that my messages get passed on over to multiple team members, including Ian himself, according to what I've been told. So basically, at this point right now, there's really I've got nothing to say here, at least not at this moment that I could think of, that needs to be said right now in terms of feedback, because so far anything I've had to say, I've either made it in video form or I've suggested it, you know, in the DMs privately with the one dev that I do talk to. So no, I really don't have anything right now that the devs already don't know. If anything, the devs are probably sick and tired of my ass at this point. So because it's not like I'm spamming the dev or anything, but you know, between my videos and then the occasional, you know, times when I talk to the dev, and you know, yeah. So nothing at this point that they don't already know. And if something comes to mind, I'm sure I'll make a video about it. So, but yeah, so that's it. I am just gonna say this: keep up the good work. So, but yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna submit it because I know these guys are trying, and I know these guys are trying their best to make this the best game they possibly can. So yeah, so submit. All right, thank you. We appreciate you taking the time to share your thoughts with us. Blah blah blah. Splitgate 2. So obviously you can find the link to this down here, or over here. And I left a comment earlier because after I was listening to this while at work, I basically made, you know, the original link. I guess they changed it. Just went onto their website and it didn't work, but now it obviously does. But I'll be leaving a link in the description. And one more thing I wanted to check over here with you guys, over on X, is that in Splitgate 2, over here, what was it? We apologize. Was it from the video? It could have been from the video. Okay. So it's got to be from here. Somebody said something, blah blah blah. True replies, just like one weapon instead of random. Let's see. I'm going to comment through the video. Blah blah. I saw something about free for all for those of you guys that are wondering. Let's see. You're going to be real modes come in, or is it annoying not being able to play the one you want? Blah blah. And they update. Definitely hear you on this. There's definitely more stuff we're planning to change in this department. They've already mentioned that. Let's see what else. They did reply to somebody as far as free for all is concerned, and they're like, you know, any updates on a free for all, and they'd be like, you know, you might be in luck. I think that was their answer. Come on, I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it because I know I saw it. I'm not hallucinating. Boom boom boom. Come on. Somebody said something about free for all. I'm telling you, I saw it. Oh, here we go. If I miss free for all game mode, like one in the chamber, blah blah. They already mentioned that in here. Great chat. I think it's crazy. Blah blah. In lobby voting. Oh, here we go. Replies. Definitely something we're considering. Let's see. 2 replies. That was hilarious. Blah blah blah. I gotta look at this. No portal mode got here. Just because there's a lot of negative people on Reddit doesn't mean that they don't have good feedback. A lot of what they're looking for is stuff we've already had in mind. So let's see. Yeah, thank you for stating that more portals doesn't mean portals everywhere. Huge W on that. More changes like bypass ones would be nice. on other maps, but also agree that Splitgate 2 is more focused on movement than Portal plays. Yes, as it should be. I kind of fear that the game would lose a huge chunk of clarity if each portal's had 50 options compared to the 1 or 2 that we have right now. In Splitgate 1, the newcomer's perspective, the maps were entangled on themselves and have negative navigate and definitely focused on portal tricks and positioning. In Splitgate 2, things are different. Hopefully you'll be able to find a middle ground between the two without losing newcomers to the game. One map that I love in the idea is Ozone. The first level, a nearly flat with some obstacles, minimal portalizing, allowing those not so keen on portals aspect to play their fights without thinking too much about it. While under level of Ozone is more intricate with portal walls in nook and crannies, for sometimes remind me of Splitgate 1. Having some sort of 2 maps in 1 philosophy could help the sentiment that Splitgate 1 players and maps are too simple while letting people enjoy the gun aspect of the movement play another part of the map. Just an idea that I wanted to share. Again, thanks for these videos. It helps a lot. So they replied twice to this, and yeah, but they did like the comment though, so that's definitely a good thing. So, but yeah, I mean, I swear I saw something about free for all, and I don't know where in the world it went to, but oh, here we go. Please, 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 can we get FFA in the next feature game mode at least? I would love to ranked FFA. 2 replies. You may be in luck soon. That right there is why I kept this video as long as I have, because I knew that I wasn't hallucinating. So there you go. For those of you guys that want free for all and possibly a ranked free for all, which is something that I might participate in as well. Here we go. All right, so guys, so let me know what you guys think of this survey. Let me know what you guys answered. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And my next video is going to be about the highlights of this particular update right here. So let me know what you guys think. And as always, I'd like to thank everybody for taking the time to watch and or listen. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.